Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here, and welcome back to Sins of a Solar Empire 2. It's finally out. We're taking a first look at the release version that's over on Steam. You can pick it up today. Thank you so much, Stardock, for sponsoring the video. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check it out. Quick, fast look at what Sins is. If you've never heard of Sins, or if you have, one, Sins 2, let me just pause this real quick before we get a little too far into it. So pause game. Sins 2 is Sins 1 with more, right? They've upgraded the engine. We've got more toys to play with. There's some quality of life stuff that's been fixed. So if you're a Sins 1 fan, you're gonna enjoy Sins 2. You know kind of what to expect. Now I've loaded up a 4-player map. We've got we've got 4 players, so it's 4 versions of the factions. Keep in mind, every faction has 2 variations, which have different titans and different technology and focuses and certain abilities that they can do. Some of them are actually quite cool. I am playing as my favorite faction, the Tech. Last time we played as the Advent. I've got the Vasari in here and the Advent as enemies, and I've got 2 different versions of Tech. One is my ally, the blue guys over here. This is the human faction, by the way, the 2 different variations of the human faction. Let's go ahead and unpause and get into it. Now, if you don't know what Sins is, while I get set up here, Sins of a Solar Empire is the 4X strategy game from like 15 years ago. Man, we played it so much in LAN parties back in the day. And it has a wonderful modding community, the original. I already went and grabbed some logistics. Let's go ahead and grab some research real quick. I'm gonna go, actually, we're gonna do a mix of civilian, and last time we really hard rushed Titans, but this time I wanna do a mix. So we're gonna do 1 and 1 for now. Oh, the art has changed on this, I think, since last time I played the Tech. I've been playing an early version of this, and I've been playing the other faction, so I'm probably gonna be seeing some new stuff that's been updated. Our logistics upgrade is completed. Let's get some research going. Here are the research trees: civilian research, military research. But Sin's big thing, let me just look at the map real quick. The big thing is that it was a 4X strategy title that was real time in a time when we really didn't have any real time strategy 4X games, and it had a crazy scale. So you could zoom out and see multiple star systems. You could zoom in all the way and see like the individual missiles of your capital ship, which I have not built because I've been yapping. Let's go ahead and build a ship. No, I'm gonna go for the colony ship to make my life easier. So let's go with the one with the colony ability. These are all capital ships that we can choose from. I think that's gonna be the goal today, is going to be hyper focus on capital ships as our fleet power. I think that might be what we do. Let's grab the first tier of military and civilian research. These trees are divided by civilian and military, which represented by the space stations that we just built. And you need a certain number of these space stations, or at least research like points, to be able to get into the higher tech and the higher like chapters of research as we go, and there's a few ways to get those. I also picked white as my faction color, and it looks really, really good on tech ships. Heck yeah. Control, shift, and nope, Z, there it is, to go into cinematic mode so you can see what ships are doing. I think the new engine looks great. And this, we've talked about this on the channel and during some streams before. There's our capital ship. The thing that I'm most excited for is the new engine, because the mods are gonna be off. They're gonna be insane. I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and grab this. I also wanna make the Titan today in this video. So let's grab some military ships and go say, hey, how you doing? And collect, get some light frigates so we can have a little bit of support. I'm gonna go just max those out. Let them build. They should be building from our small little ship dock. You can build these on multiple planets. So if you want a closer front line to your enemy, and you want to start producing ships that aren't all the way back at your home world like we are here, you can do that. There's our first light frigate. Just a little escort frigate to keep the capital ship alive, kind of giving us something to eat rounds for us. There is some of our research. You can only research one thing at a time. So you're queuing those up, and there are ways to speed up the way that you make ships. Let's make a fleet. Let's make a fleet. Where's the fleet button? Let's see, advanced actions, and then, no, don't scuttle, not rotate. Man, I just did it earlier. I'd had this in the last one because they've got a whole fleet system now, which is really nice.
Where do you need me?
And I also need you moving at the same time. So let's go move in formation. And Alpha Fleet. Did you already queue? You did not queue up. Make you guys group 1 with all of you. Group up now. Control group created. Positive buffs. Oh, we can see all the buffs of our fleet from the research that we've done. We haven't done really any of it yet because we just picked up the civilian research. Also, we sent our scouts out automatically to see what's going on in the galaxy, and it's populated the map. Our ally is scouting as well. What did you find? Unexplored, so we don't know what that is. You're a desert planet, so if we pick up desert colonization research, we should be able to call dibs on that. Volcano, I'm guessing desert is tier 2 technology. Right, but we do have to go through volcano to get to it, so I'll start the volcano research now, and I'll go ahead and pick up a little bit of mining research to get our surface mining going up. There's a difference between asteroid mining and surface mining, and you can kind of focus down either one of them. Let's go ahead and group you guys up as well. Now.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Let's go, wait. Rotate? Rotate ship in position. Oh, they added a rotate button. Oh, interesting. Rotate.
We're underway.
That way. Huh, and it'll just change their direction that they're facing. I actually complained about this in the last video. That's really cool that they've added it. Capital ships can be named anything you want to name them by clicking on them and then just hitting right here. And you can edit this to be like, this is our, let's call this the ARM for Armco, our online gaming community, so ARM, and this will be the Liberation as our first and primary capital ship. And I gave it the colonization ability as our first upgrade. As it levels up, we'll be able to get more upgrades. It should be able to claim the planets that it goes to. And it has, what is this main cannon in the middle? I'm guessing you're an upgrade. There's its jump on the way, cinematic mode for our very first jump with the release of Sins 2. Feels good. Feels good that it's out. Should be dropping out of jump in a few seconds. Our frigates are already there. I thought I set you guys to move as a group. I actually did not. There's the add fleet button. Cool. So the fleet system is really neat. This was an addition where now we can click the fleet. I actually want you guys all moving together, so let's change that. That way they'll all jump together. And they'll never be without support. Now, it looks like our capital ship has decided to kill a separate ship to the escorts, which I don't mind. Do you get like a beam weapon? What is that giant, like, what is this? I swear that's like a giant gun, right? Let's see. It has planetary bombs, so it can bombard planets. It's got auto cannons and medium auto cannons. So, yeah, I don't see any, like, super weapon on there. Unless it's one of these. Mobile trade port, that's quite cool. Yeah, the faction that we're playing is very defensive, or it can be. You haven't leveled up yet, have you? No, you're still level 1. As it levels up, it'll be able to get these other abilities. You can also attach stuff that you found and or researched into, so we can get like radiation bombs, repairs. I'm not gonna use any resources on that. I wanna use my stuff on upgrading our planets and worlds and economy, and getting lots and lots and lots of research. Which, speaking of which, I want that volcano, or that desert planet. So let's get some more, it should be, what, civilian research to get into that? And it should be 4 of them? Yeah, we've already got 1. You can see it at the top there, 1 of 4 on our required civilian research. So we'll start working on that. Civi research. Oh, we start with trade ports too, because I'm not used to playing as the Advent these days. We have Gauss platforms. Our Titan is supposed to be this long-range monster. I have yet to see this faction's Titan, so that's gonna be one of my goals today. We're gonna need a ton of research and a lot of territory to make that happen.
A new colony has been founded.
A new colony has been founded at Perilis. Now, if we zoom out, what was the button back in the day? It was Alt. Alt to see all the worlds and see their stats. The circles around each one of these gravity wells actually represent how many enemy ships there are, how many friendly ships there are, or how many structures, which would be the bottom symbol. There are no structures at this dead rock just yet, but we're gonna fix that because I need research. So let's go ahead and first things first, we'll pay in to get the logistics up. This will allow it to support more structures. Now I could go heavy into economy and focus on getting crystal asteroids, but I'm gonna go heavy into, research. Actually, I do want that. That's the commerce research. This literally just makes the planet make more money. Like we've set up some kind of trading area on the planet and or asteroid. And it's because it's an asteroid, it doesn't have access to a lot. I'll actually do the mining too. This will constantly generate resources from surface mining. And we'll pick up our next, yeah, we're gonna go with military. That way we can keep up between the military and the civilian. We're gonna go really ham into that. And we're broke. Here's all of our resources. The main resources for Sins is metal, is metal here, credits, and then your crystal production. So you have to kind of balance those out. The new resource in Sins 2 is exotics. This is what you're gonna have to acquire if you wanna make lots of capital ships. And there's a few ways to do that. Refinery is the way that I've been doing it in other videos, but you can also do surveys, which looks like 50% chance to find those resources. And because I wanna do capital ships, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and let's just see if we get lucky. Hey, Fleet.
Reporting in.
There's our little constructor out doing its thing. Hey, Fleet, you've got more stuff to do. We need to claim this stuff. Now, what we've been fighting in these gravity wells... Yeah, go around the long way. I'm a little concerned. What we've been fighting these gravity wells are neutral parties.
Where do you need me?
If I click on our fleet icon for beta fleet, which is what we've got here, we are build capped at the moment. We can fix that, though. We go to military research. And we do the basic provisioning. This will give us 252 our supply rating, which means build cap goes up and we can build more ships. And if we get lucky on those resources, we might be able to pick up another capital ship, which is what I desperately want. And notice our capital ships require exotic resources. 1 silver, complete. 2 blues. They have actual names, but I'm just gonna riff on what we've got here. Did we get it? Are we still researching? We're still building. Yeah, I guess we're still building, or no, we're still doing our mining upgrades. Hey, speaking of which, hey, you can do 3 of these at a 50% chance to find them, but they're expensive.
Additional credits
required. We'll roll the dice. We'll roll the dice. I really want to get a capital ship fleet. Like you can build support ships, you can build cruisers or carriers, you know, there's the various siege weapons, but you could also, and it's always been a Sins thing, you can just go ham into capital ships and have like 5 super ones. The optimum thing is probably doing a mix, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to make a fleet of like just chunky juggernauts. All right, we've dropped out. We've got a few
Our fleet is under attack.
Talvor corporate Cobalt Light frigates. I like the new effects too. Oh man, the mods are gonna be amazing in this. So excited for it. In the time that I've been playing, there's a level up.
How can I be of service?
In the time that I've been playing various builds of this, I've watched them listen to feedback, which is great, and change a lot of stuff. Also add a lot, like there was, hopefully they've added it in the newest version, particularly for the Advent, there was no description in-game of what culture did. Culture is another way that you can kind of harass your enemy by building basically like broadcast centers that are jamming music out there and sending out your culture so that you can slowly cause trouble for local star systems that are nearby. And you'd see the little line indicating your culture spreading out. You'll see it during this campaign, during this playthrough at some point, most likely. We should be able to win this pretty handedly. I didn't actually grab, speaking, inspiring broadcast, there you go. An uplifting motivation. Let's see, an uplifting speech motivates all nearby allied ships and structures to fight harder. Okay, so this is just a general bonus. So the battle cruiser, which is what we chose as our first capital ship, the Liberation here, is very supporty. Also, I'm totally gonna do this. So we just picked up mobile trade port, right? It's non-combat, it won't help the fleet at all, but what it will do, this is neat, it'll let me use the new trade system. So I can move these trade blocks around, and we can get a bunch of these. I can't put any here because we don't have a slot for it, because we need to build some trade stuff, do some research. But you can make this into a little trade port, so it makes you money, and that just increased our income, which we desperately need. Hey, you have found a colony. Also, some of our searching has found 1 gray exotic resource, so that's nice. You know what? You, give me commerce, give me surface mining, give me another logistics slot. I'm just gonna dump all my money into this. And then let's go ahead and pick up a mill research outpost and put it here. Now I'm using up all my civilian research slots. Now this is different than defense. So I can still build defense structures if I wasn't fairly broke and I actually put some money into giving slots for it by doing the defense research right here. So you can choose like, I'm gonna put a wall of turrets here, you know, that kind of thing. You can totally do that and dig in. Ooh, we've got another party, which is the market faction. That should mean with access to them, we can now trade on the market. Very cool. Can't it trade exotics? because this galaxy does not contain this kind of market, but we can trade metal and crystals for credits. It has to actually have a market on the map. Now, I wonder if I was a real jerk and like sent a fleet over there and took down this place, would it destroy the market for the entire map?
Place am I?
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got an influence bid, an auction going. This is another thing you can kind of research into and gain access to. I don't have that much influence, I would imagine. Imagine my influence is pretty crap. These are the sub-factions I was talking about, by the way. And we can totally get stuff from them if we want to like put influence in there. And there's research and structures that'll increase your influence, and some factions have more things they can do. Ooh, there's a lava planet right there. Didn't we just research lava?
Sound plan.
All right, fleet, you're moving out. It looks like this was recently scouted. If you notice in the bottom right-hand corner, it actually says, hey, here's the last intel from 51 seconds ago that you saw in the sector. This may have changed, though. And that intel was that there are some flak guns, some LRM cruisers, those are long-range missiles, the Javelin cruisers, which are some of the cruisers I think I can make, I'm fairly certain, siege. So these look like they're using variations of tech ships. We're gonna go there. I think we can win that with our carrier. Did we get our military research done? Let's see. Did you get, yes, you did. And we did find a little bit of exotics. Can we roll the dice on more exotics? Because that would be really cool.
Let this be a lesson.
All
Next
we
time,
need
pay up.
is a few like yellows and we could get another battle cruiser. I would much rather have a couple of blues though and get like the missile battle cruiser. That would be, I haven't seen this one yet. I've never made it. I normally go straight for the Dreadnought because I think it's cool because it's got missile barrage as well and concussion charges and stuff. There's also a battleship with like the super beam in the middle. That's the other thing that I normally go for. We only have one gray though. We'd have to get a red for it. Another way to get capital ship exotics, these exotics, which is not just using capital ships, it's actually used for upgrading your space stations and doing a couple other things, I believe.
Logistics upgrade complete.
But one of the things, let's get some more commerce research going in here, and let's get some
Additional
resource mining. I'm just gonna
credits
dump
required.
everything into resource generation so we can get that money coming in. Blue is friendly, right? That's one of your scouts? Yeah, it's one of my allies' scouts, cool. Our fleet should be arriving to the lava planet. I wanna call intergalactic dibs law on this.
Reporting in, and it doesn't look good.
I do have to be careful. What do you mean it doesn't look good? You're fine. Oh. So the other way of getting exotics is to kill enemy capital ships, though I am a little concerned.
Let's get there safe and sound.
You know what? We might be able to win this because the neutral party is here. Even funnier,
if we can
we might be
scrape
able to
our way out of
colonize
this.
it behind
Could be
them and
risky
then
with these
build
passengers
defenses.
aboard.
This is such a Sins 1 strategy.
Doesn't look good.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Let's grab some flagships as well. We can do that research because we have the, you can do research directly from your build panel.
What now?
Yeah,
Yes,
let them
sir.
fight that.
A new
Let them do
colony
all the
has been
work.
founded.
We just founded the
Do my
colony. We can't. Let's do this. We're broke. We spent all of our money on all that research that we did earlier.
Give the order.
Kill this because this is a siege frigate. This is one of the few smaller ships that can actually damage a surface, which is every planet has a certain amount of health. If it's newly colonized, its health is really terrible. But with all of our firepower combined, ooh, we got more holy crap, we got a lot of exotics. That means we should be able
We're in a
to,
tough spot. How can I help?
yeah, what can we get? We have a red, we should be able to get the capital ship, right? Yes, we can get the battleship. Oh, no. So this is a problem. The neutrals are currently holding back the enemy force. But the enemy force just got reinforcements from their ally, which is one of their capital ships, which also both outnumber me. We might be able to do something silly, like pick up some Gauss defense platforms in the back here.
Additional credits required.
And we're probably gonna have to fall back. We are 100% gonna have to
We're
fall
up
back.
to the task.
We do not want to fight these guys. Their shields haven't even failed yet. Their support ships are still online. My reinforcements,
We're in a tough
which is our
spot.
new capital
How
ship,
can I
have
help?
not been built yet
lost
because we need
contact with one of our
2,500. Yeah, they
Give
sieged
the
it down.
order.
All right, we're falling back.
Let's get there safe and sound.
All units retreat. Fall back to
we're
the desert
up to the
colonization
task.
planet, which we need to do the research for, and we're going to turn that into a fortification, which we can't do because we're broke.
Credits required.
See, this is a problem. We need to grow the empire, but at the same time, we can't do that without getting this research. And we're gonna need a warship to hold them back.
Reporting
Where
in.
is my ally?
That doesn't look good.
They're taking their world. Yeah, we need to leave.
Give the order.
The order's been given. There's no way we are gonna win that with 2 enemy capital ships having arrived. That means they're probably gonna colonize
Got
this
a job for me?
unless they haven't done the
Could be
research,
risky
which I
with
highly
these
doubt it.
passengers aboard.
Could be risky with these Keep in mind, Tech, the faction that I'm playing, the human faction, is actually a trade group. That's actually what the T stands for. So we have militarized due to enemy threats. Unlocks the gunship. Agile ship effective against low durability targets. That might be good to take out their escorts. But don't do it yet. We need civilian research. We desperately need, we need this. And we need to get that, where is it? Down at the bottom. No, down up at the top. Somewhere around here. We need to get that desert research going. So we can get advantage of it. Of the world. All right, we're heading back. We have a blue scout here. The desert planet is actually packed full of enemy ships, like a ton. Great way to get some experience, though maybe a little questionable if we can win it with a support battle cruiser. We do need to grind experience, and we definitely need to colonize you. Yeah, we need that desert research. So back to the civilian research panel. I just saw it. Yeah, I'm so down for Sims 2 being out now.
Have been located by our survey teams.
We got to get some multiplayer games going. Is multiplayer some of our best multiplayer matches with how different the factions are? They can be quite fun. And then, like, the mods. Go check out Sins 1 mods or look them up on the channel because we played all of them on the channel, all the major total conversions. Command bunkers make it harder for planets to be sieged. It buys you time. It's all it does. It just buys you time. I don't like the fact that we're fighting on the other side of the gravity well. It means that falling back is going to be a problem. And the enemy could come in from behind us. So I might try to press us towards the edge. Positioning does matter. Though I'm gonna guess they're gonna be busy dealing with those. No, they're leaving. Yeah, they're leaving. The only reason we can see this system is because our ally has a scout in the region. Scouts auto explore now. Yeah, you don't have to hit the button, it just does it. You can turn it off though if you want to keep your scouts. I think they have a really basic weapon system. Look at the shield effect. That's cool, as long as it lasts. How are my shields doing? 400 shields remaining. As we level, we'll gain more health. It's the heavy cruisers, they're doing a number to us. Yeah, we're gonna have to fall back soon, methinks. Can I pick up that capital ship yet? No, I can't. I mean, we get at the market, we could sell some metal. What's the market look like? Markets do change based on how often people are using them. 1.5 return rate on metal.
Battle cruiser. My shields are down.
Yeah, I hear him. I hear him. We're building the battleship now. Let's go ahead and pull you back.
Slow.
Gonna have to get you to the edge of the map. They're gonna have to get all the way through its hull before the armor, and then the hull, and then the hull reinforcement, right? So it's like emergency mode that it gets into before they can kill it. And I think our weapons basically shoot 360, so get wrecked, fools. I wish there was a tactical button that I could push, and maybe there is, if you guys know what it is. If they've, there's still the old alt, which shows me like firing range in the area, but it doesn't show me what weapons have what angles. And that would be cool to know. So like, am I losing out on half my weapon systems right now? Like, can my auto cannons fire backwards? At the moment, it looks like some of my weapons can. One of our mining upgrades have completed. Oh, on the primary, on our home world. And our capital ship is being built now, which has used up a lot of our resources, as she should have eaten a lot of our build cap. Let's get to military research tech 2. Our research into the world that we're currently fighting over. Now, I didn't want to fall all the way back. I just wanted to fall back to the edge so we could leave if we needed to. With our armor starting to fail, I think we are going to fall back. No way! It's actually... I thought it was just going to give us... That's so funny. I thought it was just going to give us the trade point, but it actually gave us the trade ships. Now, there is research you can do to see what trade ships see. You can use them as spies. So if I build a trade center,
Research complete.
we'll trade between different space stations. We'll make more credits. You can see what each one of your planets are generating for cost. And that would be quite cool because if we trade with our ally, I think we can trade ship all the way across the map because we have an ally. And that means we could just use them as spies the whole time if we do the research for it, which is kind of hilarious. I love that.
Military research
Let's see. Can we do another tier for, nope, that's asteroid mining. I don't want to do that. I want to do surface mining because we're losing all of our logistics slots. So there's no point in doing orbital. Surface mining metal. There we go. Let's do that one. Did the capital ship get built? Because we built it using the fleet tab,
Give the order.
it should get automated and sent over to the fleet.
Reporting in.
Yep, incoming ships. So they're en route. And by en route, where the heck are you? Let's see.
Where do you need me?
You're here.
This be a lesson. Next
Ah, there he is.
pay up.
Yeah, he's going the weirdest route though. All right, all
Ready,
units
jump coordinates.
move in because the
Where do
battleship
you
is
need
about
me?
to join in. And let's
Ahead
choose
slow.
what our battleship's
Ready
ability is
for
going to be.
battle.
Look at this thing. Yeah,
day,
support
Commander.
ship to experimental beam cannon. Yes, let's use the gigantic beam. Look at the turrets on the top. Yeah, they're big into Gauss weapons and like rail cannons. I wonder if we go to military and we type in Titan, we can see what's needed to research into the Titan. Armaments are going to be all of your weapon upgrades. So if you search a ship name, you can see what weapon research will increase their capabilities. But there's the one we're going to need. The Titan Foundry. Ah, man. Okay, and that unlocks the Ragnarov, which is going to require 15 military research, which is an absolute ton. Now, 2 capital ships, and there's the beam weapon going off. He's gonna just rip him to pieces. We desperately do need that, those levels. Another resource for capital ships is antimatter. If you look at the list here, or if you look at the bar underneath it, probably gonna be hard to see on YouTube. There's a blue bar. Think of that like your mana for your abilities, and that's gonna let you kick off your abilities, even your colonization ability. Hopefully we take this before they cause any trouble and I can start digging in. If not, we may be kinda in trouble.
What now?
We may be doomed. Excuse me? Expeditionary Force? Oh man, how many logistics slots do you have left? You've done all your research. Ooh, can we? We have another red, but we only have 1 gray. So once we take this world, it's gonna behoove us to capture this planet and search it for goods. For more of those exotics. I wanna see if we can get a 3rd capital ship. That would be pretty awesome.
Down, Commander. What now?
Shields are down on our capital ship, but we are winning. I can get the carrier right now. Done, get the carrier. We'll have 3 capital ships and one of them just leveled up.
Be of service.
Let's pick up the inspiring broadcast to make our vessels better. Now, if you see this animation indicator running right here, this means that they'll auto cast that ability. But you have to be within range of it. Actually, why don't you move to him, and why don't you keep kicking the crap out of our enemies? I want you in range, and as a group,
Take long. Reporting
they just
in.
leveled up.
Ahead slow.
We're gonna pick up full, what?
Active. Good
Fulisade,
day, Commander.
it's a weapons reload and weapon tracking increase, or adaptive shields. Ooh, adaptive shields, let's tank.
Comlink.
One thing I wish Sins had is more like formations, so I could like put them in the front, make them the core of the front line. I'm also gonna give you the repair armor patch kit, so we have another ability to kick off to keep you guys
Where
alive.
do you need me?
And I can do that for both of you. That'll regen their armor when they use the ability. I'll do it for both. Nice.
Good day,
Everybody's got their
Commander.
bonuses used up. Our support fleet, it's still fine. These really cheap light frigates. Probably not a bad idea to pick you up some flak ships since we did the research. Let's go ahead and do it. This will let us intercept missiles. Hey, the carrier has launched from the capital ship. I love that they've lowered the build time on these. You don't have to wait around for it. Let's pick up. Oh, it can be a mobile capital ship facility. What's the one that gives us more fighters? Gains the construction capability for corvettes. I mean, that is really cool. Mass production, speeds up area or missiles. I'm gonna go with corvette construction. And now we can just build those little scouts and those little gunships. Let's do the research on the gunships so we can take advantage of it. And they do get, if I click this button, you can see they got fighter wings and bomber wings already attached. And I want to say there's a research or something to make them, have them have more fighters. We can definitely make the fighters better. Man, we're low. We're behind on research. Let's go ahead and get. Let's get
A new colony
crystal
has been
mining.
founded.
Surface mining. There it is. Surface crystal mining. Because this is a smaller map, we don't have a lot of logistic slots, and I don't think we're gonna have a chance to really get a lot of the orbital mining going in. Because I want to get to that Titan, right? So we're gonna eat a lot of our stuff. How's our ally doing? They only have 2 worlds. That's really not good. That's horrifying. And the enemy is set up on that lava planet. That's a different lava planet. They set up on both. So let's dig in. Let's make sure we have the advantage here while our fleet chases them around. So we're gonna go with 2 defense points first, then commerce,
More
then
crystal
surface
is
raining.
needed.
Actually, cancel the commerce research, go for the defense, and then let's pick up a few Gauss platforms. So bop, bop, there, and an autocannon there.
Ready for battle.
And as much as I love you guys running around in
Military
circles,
research complete.
I want you to come over
We're
here.
underway.
If we don't want them to move around and we want them to stick around with our, let's get you guys all together.
Active.
They want to stick them behind like
Defense
Gauss platforms or
upgrade
repair areas or maybe near a space station that you've built. You can change engage to close. Ships will only attack enemy targets that are close by and will disengage and leash back to wherever you've ordered them to go. So let's do that and then have all 3 of our capital ships
How can I be
move
of
up.
service?
Just popped their ability.
Comlink
We should have an
active.
antimatter ability, right?
Civilian research complete.
Nope, I'm thinking of a different
Reading you
faction.
loud and clear.
Yeah.
Ready for
We need
battle.
another warship. We need another warship, and not just support ships like we've got there. We've only got the 1 battle cruiser. Oh, it is time to go for... yeah, I'm gonna use this all up on military research. We could build trade stations, we could go for refineries, so we can make those resources, but I'm really hard pressing into military. I wanna get those numbers up.
Item complete,
Remember, we need
Commander.
14 for the Titan. I don't know if we're ever gonna make it, but I really, really, really want it. So we'll see. We'll see. Can we do... Oh, we can't until we get to tier 2, huh? There are upgrades for various world types. So like if we had the volcano planet, we could do volcano development and make it better, but we'd have to take that from our enemies. Oh, unlocks geothermal smelters. Surface mining rate would go up 25% if we built this. I love that. Let's do that. But yeah, planets now have slots for structures down here, but you have to research into them. There's the bunkers that we were talking about.
Military structure complete.
This is a human doctrine that I think only this faction gets. There's a media conglomerate, so we can get that influence points and the culture rate increase, but we're not really going for culture. So let's get that down, and then we'll get those refineries, those alloy foundries on this world. I think that would be really cool. You can also pick up research rates, which will increase how fast you research stuff. If you find the later technology is going really, really slow, you can, up that. What I would really like to do is get our commerce and our surface mining, so we can take advantage of all that surface mining research we've done. Man, our crystals are really low. Yeah, let's get those surface mines going.
Comlink active.
Few of our gunships, or are those our bombers? Nope, those are our gunships, are starting to move in. Now I wonder, if I click
How
the
can I be of
fleet
service?
and say, hey fleet, grab a gunship. Now I click just the carrier. Are you making, yes,
Let the bidding
it knows to use the
Military
closest
structure
production
complete.
center. That is awesome. That is really
Civilian
cool.
Structure complete.
Civilian structures are coming online. Wonderful. That's going to be our military research. Our military research is a civilian structure.
Commerce
Just
upgrade
it's a little weird, but yeah, it's a thing. We can't go for our next tier, but what we can do is upgrade some of our weapon systems. Do we increase the size of the fleet? Exotics required. Really? To do basic crew. Starting experience 200, instant levels. Yeah, that's pretty good, but it uses a rare resource. I don't really want to do that. I'd actually like to get our shields better. Is there shield research that we can do this early? Yes, there it is. Corvette shields. Frigate shields.
Civilian research complete.
We'll start working down the list. Because I bet you anything that goes into just general research, yeah. So. Oh yeah, there's so many ways you can customize your empire. How much you want to bet our ally is getting the...
No bid. You missed out.
You missed out.
Civilian structure complete.
I didn't bid at all.
Mining upgrade complete.
There's our mining upgrade for the planet that we've taken recently. Our intel suggests that they only have 3 planets over here. And this one, that can't be right. Yeah, that's 2-minute-old intel.
Ready for battle.
I'm thinking it might be worthwhile for us
Ahead slow.
to press. See if we can piss them off a little bit. See if we can bait them into our turrets, and then let's get some more turrets here. We need to grow. If we don't grow, we die. They're gonna gain way too much capability and income from the worlds that they've built. I'd love to pick up our carrier technology as well. Jump inhibitors means that the enemy can't leave once they get here. Great for killing enemy capital ships, not allowing them to go away. What do we need for this? Oh, it's just crystal. We've been broke on crystal for so long, and I don't want to trade it. Which will give us some squadrons. Why go for fighters? Well, fighters are really fast in an orbit, in an orbital gravity well. So they can move out and harass enemies, even if they're just passing through. And if you have a lot of fighters, like if you build a lot of carriers and a lot of like frigate or corvette carriers, because there is a ship class for that.
Upgrade defense to unlock
Military research required. We need more defense slots. And getting those defense slots ate all of our research. Hey, fleet.
Of service.
Oh, hi, fleet. It's a dead asteroid. Oh, that's super lame for us. Gauss frigate? These guys kind of remind me of the Halo human fleets because they're so focused on like railgun Gauss weapons.
Finally.
I always thought that was kind of a thing. Man, we could go for the lava planet. But we're getting really far from our line, and that's concerning me. There is an enemy scout here. Another great thing about having fighters is that they'll rush out and kill the scouts. I have no way of stopping that scout because nobody's fast enough. And our carrier fleet, our fleet with our carrier in it is on the move right now. Yeah. We're already en route to the next star system to go schmack it. We have 2-minute-old intel. Now, one of the neat features, I should have talked about this earlier, where's the button for it? Here it is the orbital mechanic. If I push this, we can see planets moving. This is not a thing in Sins 1. This is where stuff is gonna be in 30 minutes. So let me turn that back off. I'll do it again for you. That's how the orbit is gonna change. Now on this map, it's not as big a deal, right? Their planets are gonna swap sides eventually. I might even have access, I will have access to this Arctic planet. So maybe I plan around that idea because it's gonna rotate. Let's look at it again, just to make sure. Yeah, this whole thing is gonna rotate and the hyperlane's gonna change and I'm gonna have direct access to this in 30 minutes, which is pretty cool. Now, some of the maps get absolutely bonkers, right? Oh, I think we really leveled. No, we had a buff.
Reporting in.
Open fire, fleet. The combat is here. And combat trader ship, the hero that we truly need, is following our fleet around. He just wants to dock with the Liberation, that's all. What is that noise? Oh, that must be the broadcast going off.
How can I be of service?
Mobile trade port. And they can get multiple levels of this, so I imagine we're gonna get more and more trade capacity as we go, but we're not really focused on it. The Cobalt frigate going down, grinding up that XP, should be able to win this pretty straight up and then claim it, which we do have the lava research. I should also get the Arctic research queued up. So we'll go through both of these all the way through to Arctic development. Heck yeah, that's great. And our defense planets, let's pick you up. Did I spend it all? Hangar defense, and we don't start with it. Various factions start with different technologies. I want to say it's the Advent. One of their sub-factions just gets hangar technology. They don't have to research into it. I'll pick up another auto can. No, I want another carrier. I want a lot of fighters. Woo! Every one of these gives you 4 fighter squadrons and 4 bombers? No, those are, yeah, no, those are individual craft. Okay, I see. So 6 and 4. And you can even zoom in and see them, which is quite cool. So we're gonna get ready for when this rotates over and call dibs on these. I think that'll be really funny. But some maps have like half the damn map rotating. And if you don't like it, you can turn it off or just don't play with a map that has like a large section. This one's not too crazy. This one's just the center. Yeah, this one's just those center planets. Just enough to make it interesting without like throwing off the entire game. Quite cool though. How we doing? I see we're lobbing a lot of missiles.
Reading you loud and clear.
I'd love it if the carrier would hurry up and level up because I want to give it its missile production. It has an ability. Here it is. Deploy missile battery. It literally just yeets a missile battery into space near it. And then the missile battery just goes about its business firing off. Stationary turret that fires missiles. Because somehow that's better than I guess it's production, so it's just making them. I imagine they're on some kind of timer and you don't just get to have endless missile batteries. Yeah, I don't know. But we're chewing through. It'll yell at us once we've got this. And because we have the colonization ship, we'll auto-colonize this. Now, if you don't want to have the colonization battle cruiser,
Give the order.
that's most, well, I mean, that's how you used to start all Sins games in Sins 1, but now you get to choose any of the capital ships. You can go for a more combat-oriented one as your starter. There's a Corvette. There's a Corvette ship that you can build if we go under the build ships. And where's she? There she is. Yeah, and on this faction, it's called the Protev Colony Frigate. It's just a little transport that does one thing. It just colonizes stuff for you. You can just do that instead. You can also run multiple fleets if you want to harass the enemy that you're going after. Like I'm attacking in full force one place. I'm keeping my fleet together, but I could split it up and then hit like multiple locations at one time. If I've got like a carrier fleet, that would be kind of fun. Build a carrier fleet and then pop it to the edge of a gravity well, like say this one. Uh-oh, we've got movement. I'm pulling back the fleet. Pull back the fleet right now. This is no longer a priority. Let's go, we're leaving. I wish it was, but we gotta go. We just noticed the enemy is lining up to make a jump to this gravity well, and this gravity well is not prepared for an engagement. They don't even have the hangars constructed yet. Oh boy, not good, not good. Can we build anything new? We are building those hangars, and we're building them at the same time. But then once they're built, do they have to build the starfighters like in Sins 1, or do they get them automatically for their first wave? Quickly, if we can get here in time, this may be a great victory for us or a terrible, terrible defeat. I am gonna do the commerce research because might as well do some more logistics research. The fleet's gotta get through 2 gravity wells before they get there. Maybe they'll cancel. Maybe they'll cancel because there's a threat behind them. There is no threat behind them. The friendly fleet has returned all the way back to their home world. Ooh, they built the Dreadnought. That's neat. That's really cool. With that giant Gauss cannon attached to it, and then the battery.
Hostile forces have arrived.
All right, here we go. Where's our fleet? We're going through the dead system now. Enemy fleet has arrived at the desert planet. This could be it for us because they have...
Civilian research complete.
It's only a level 3 with a large support fleet. And we do have defenses. Our fighters are starting to harass and engage. Our bombers are starting to...
Time to bid. Place them on.
All right, bombers. You know what? You guys are amazing. The auto cannons and Gauss cannons are starting to engage the enemy fleet. They'll hold them back, hopefully long enough. Our reinforcements have arrived. Half the fleet wasn't set to... That's really funny, actually. Half the fleet wasn't sent to hyperspace to make the jumps together.
Ready to swat
What are
some
you
flies.
guys doing? Run.
Yes, Commander. At once.
Run. The rest of the
What's
fleet
the
didn't
plan?
fall back. Oh, I used the control group. Oh no. All right, doesn't matter. Engage.
Like it?
Engage, engage,
Just say
engage.
the word. We're underway.
Full engage.
Hold steady. We're going in.
How we doing, team?
Head slow.
Let's go for the smaller vessels, actually. Who actually survived, or who actually arrived? The
Complete.
the Liberation arrived. Great, the support ship arrived. Yeah, we're gonna have you guys focus on their support ships. We just lost one of our turrets. I'm gonna try to just build them, I
Our
guess.
fleet is under attack.
Yeah, let's try to get another Gauss cannon in the back, and another Gauss cannon in the back. Our bombers are engaging. Our fighters are engaging. We are taking out their support vessels. Our frigates are holding the line. I'm gonna grab the fleet here, and I'm gonna order them to get a few more gunships, and I'm gonna order them to get stuff we can build right now, which is light craft. Yes, and go. Ooh, we could get yes, go for carriers. Here, go for carriers. We're modernizing our military.
Where do you need me?
How we doing? We're not too far away, and we're making the jump right now with the battleship. Now, they might be smart enough to run. Seeing two capital ships that are close to your level against one, like, that's gonna give us a huge advantage. Oh, one of our Gauss frigates have arrived. I kind of forgot I built you. We should get more of those. Are they literally just one gun? Yeah, they're literally just a gun. They're just the Gauss. There's no other supporting weapons. Their capital ship is falling back. All units engage that capital ship.
Routine combat mission. Come in,
Catch up to them.
over.
If we
Military
kill it,
structure complete.
we get the exotics that it's, like some of the exotics that it's made from, and all of our fighters are like, no, dibs, get back here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill this. This is when you wish you had, oh, they're at crippled hull points. They're gonna die. Yes! Just as it got to the edge of the gravity well. So to capture our new resources, that is really good for us. And what is it? It's one of the gray resources, which is used in the Titan and also our other
Ready
battleships.
for battle.
We have to send a
A sound
warship,
plan.
one of our capital
Ready,
ships, to
loud
sit
and clear.
inside that region
I've got a
and cap it.
clean shot.
You know what? You guys are good. Keep
Where do
engaging.
you need me?
Let's play this
should
smart
be a routine
and
combat
finish the
mission.
job. Now, if we hit alts, we can see where our capital ships are and where their capital ships are. Camera's moving around. You can see little indicators. You can see where the fleets are. Firing ranges, everybody's health. You can get all the details. Except for, like, weapon angles. Our new Gauss platforms have been built, too. Good job, Gauss platforms. I'm fairly certain you guys and the bombers managed to do all of the work there. Adaptive force field on the battlecruiser.
Comlink online.
Missile battery production, you are good to go. You know what, just use it, because I want to see it.
Moving out.
I don't know how close you need to be, so I'm gonna have you get closer. Yeah, there it is. It's just a... I'm sorry. Your box also gets point defense? One middle medium missile and point defense, and there they go. And you can even lock on and zoom in onto the missile. This blew our minds when Sins 1 came out. The fact that you could zoom so far out. And there were 4X games back then. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I remember playing hours and hours of Imperium Galactica 2 and all, God, all those great 94Xs. But then when Sins dropped, it was like, this is real time. It's so smooth, the gameplay. The multiplayer just worked back in the day. Very, very cool. And to see that it's finally gotten, it's been a long time too, finally gotten a sequel. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Slick sequel too. I'm playing this on a normal resolution, but it does run in ultra wide. For my full monitor res, and it looks great. This is some bull. I need you to stop doing that. You see those little explosions? That means that they actually have ships bombarding us. That would be, who is bombarding us? The light frigates shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, we took a little bit of health damage. We're at 4,000. We need to pick up that alloy foundry. Oh, you take exotics that we don't have? Oh, those are my capital ship exotics. You can't have those. Let's dump all of our money into getting exotics. I don't think we're gonna get to that Titan. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Probably trying to reinforce the fleet. You guys are gonna be
Got a
my...
job for me?
Select the fleet.
How can I be of
Control
service?
1. Now the
Control
fleet is
group
Control
created.
1. What does this do? I never understood. Oh. What? Free logistics level. Oh, logistics level, I get it. I bet you it gives you this automatically when you colonize. You don't have to do the research for it. Yeah. In Sins 1, upgrading the colonization automatically gave you the mining installations for free. Huh. Armistice. All nearby ships and structures are persuaded to agree to a temporary ceasefire. Basically, hey, buy us time.
Exotic resources have been located.
Inspiring broadcast, though, is what we're gonna go for. Ooh, what do we get? A yellow? Okay. I'm down for it. Yellow is used in Titan manufacturing, I believe. Oh, it's not gonna show us. This menu is where you actually can use exotic refineries to make these resources. Did we grab the thing? We still haven't grabbed the thing.
How can I be of
Let's use the
service?
liberation. Head on over here.
Sound plan.
I want you to hold your position. Hold position. Go
sound
grab
plan.
this, because I have a feeling they're not going to stop harassing us. Coming soon, their ice planet. I will be calling dibs. What do they got over there, Scout? A friendly scout has arrived in an enemy system deep behind enemy lines. Play this, if you're gonna play this, my favorite way of playing Sins 1 was always co-op with friends, and the stories that would come out of our campaigns, for like, you know, we held the line, we'd have our own like Wolf 359, we'd held the line at one particular planet,
An
or
ally colony
the
has been
desperate like
lost.
fighting retreat while you're losing worlds, while your friend gets and backdoors the enemy to take out their homeworld, which, you know, that's one of the ways to win the game, is knock out the enemy homeworld. There is our carrier, our cruiser carriers.
Commander.
If we're gonna go heavy into carriers, I would probably do mill research.
Let the bidding
Just type in the word
commence.
bomber, and you can find, nope, you probably find anything with the word bomb in it. There we go, military research. This upgrades bombers, you can see it in the list.
Build
So we'd
more
have to get to that
military
point.
research stations.
But we need 8. We need 8 to do it. We're not there yet. Well, we haven't used up that many logistics stations here, right? Yeah, we can do a boop and a boop. And there we go. We're at tier 3 military.
Resources have been
Nice.
located by our survey team.
What do we get? A chunk. We got 3 grays now, 2 yellows, and 1 blue. What does the Titan show up on? Another thing that you can do, click the world, and you can get the world production. This is not the right world, actually. Where is... I'll just zoom out. Grab you. Grab... Oh, I've got the ability to make the starbase now. Starbases are the end-all, be-all of defense technology. And you can use capital ship exotic resources to customize what these do. So they can end up generating you a lot of money, or they can have a ton of guns on them and armor plating and, you know, or culture. There's a bunch of stuff you can do with them. I think you can even make some factions versions production centers as well. We, though, are not going to do any of that. I'm going to check to see
Civilian structure complete.
what does the Titan require. You're not going to tell me?
Civilian structure complete.
Not buildable by factory, yeah. What I wanted to know was what resources you were gonna take. I guess we have to get to that research point. That's a long way off, though. We're gonna need a lot more planets.
Reporting in.
All right, fleet.
Reporting in.
I'm actually selecting all of you now, right? Yes, and we are still killing the crap out of their vessels that keep coming into our system. I'm guessing those are a local defense fleet. Do they have a space station over here? Greater factory hangar defenses. Our intel suggests that they have multiple turrets, but I don't
Ahead
see a
slow.
space station. We should hit this before there is a space station. Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll poke it. We'll poke it and see.
Military research needed
And
to
we'll
expand
call
our fleet
in-
Supply.
Oh, we
All
just
hands,
fleet capped
prepare
again,
for
didn't
phase
we?
Jump.
Yeah, we did. Our next fleet cap research will cost us... Oh, actually, we're really early on this. That's something they changed too. So in the old Sins, in Sins 1, the old fleet research was actually like a weird tactical decision where if you And I kind of liked it, and sometimes it was really annoying. The more you researched into supply, you'd lose a chunk of your income. It would like tax you, if I'm remembering right. It would take out a percentage. So the bigger you got in your logistics, like the more bureaucracy, I think was the canon reason, would just eat your resources up because you're just kind of going really wide. So it would kind of behoove you to not upgrade until you absolutely thought you could maintain that fleet. The problem would be like if you lost your fleet and you weren't generating as much money, it would be harder and harder and harder to replace that scale of a fleet. Kind of interesting. So I'm just looking around for defenses.
Have been located by our survey teams.
Actually, other than the fact that they're surrounded by beam platforms and turrets,
Military
let's
research
move
gear complete.
bombers,
Copy that, TACOM.
go after the hangars.
In hot.
I want to see if you guys can pull this off. I'm also going to send you all fighter squadrons as well.
He's bearing 09er.
09er. I've never given them orders to just move out. Now, normally fighters, I might actually send you back.
Come in, TACOM, over.
Yeah, fighters
Line 'em
engage.
up, boys.
Cover all bombers.
Our planet is under siege.
Clear them out. Let you guys do your thing. Because I don't think I have the point defense necessary to deal with that many fighters. Anybody got any levels?
Comlink
No?
active.
No? Oh, yep, we got a level.
You loud and clear.
Yeah, we got a level on the carrier. Mobile factory, mass production, rapid maneuvering, bonus to strike craft. See, that's what I want. But this is the higher end one. Let's take the missiles then. Can we get you anything cool? Flak burst, yes. I didn't even read it. I just heard the word flak burst. So, flak burst. Fragmentation ordnance launched and detonated nearby, dealing physical damage to all strike craft and missiles within short range. Heck yeah. That's gonna be really good to use. Everybody's shields are still up. We're still causing all kinds of issues to their Guardians. If I remember right, I think Guardians are shielding ships. They're not actually direct combat ships. Yeah, they're the logistics ship for the admin. So you can put them in your fleet and they'll just kind of give you, are they attacking or just passing through? They're getting beat up by my fighters right now is what they're doing. Get your emissary vessels out of here. Get out of here. Did the bombers make it? No, they did not. They got blown up.
What now, Commander?
So we need to focus on actually engaging.
Just a short detour while we
We'll send the
clear
fleet in.
up that.
Well, this was a first look at the release version of Sins 2. If you guys want to see this campaign continued, let me know in the comments. Are you excited as much as I am for Sins 2 now that it's out? And we've got it over on Steam. We've got the full release version with all the factions in now, and instead of just having just a few of them. If you've been playing it, what do you guys think about it so far? I'm curious to know what the community's thoughts are now that it's out. I was worried it was going to be too similar to Sins 1, but the way that it's developed, it's just like, it's just all the juice of Sins 1 with an upgraded engine, all the best parts. And I'm here for it. That was another ship level up. Let's go. Experimental beam cannon, though you're out of energy. I need to get the logistics ship that gives you more energy. Let's see if we can pop one of these hangars before we end the video. I want to see if we can take it out and how quickly we take it out, because we're going to be sitting inside the range of the beam platforms. What's their range? But not all of the beam platforms, because they're pretty spread out. Yeah, figuring out how to set up your defenses is a big deal, because you're going to end up with weaknesses. Like, if I had a lot of point defense, I could sneak in here with siege ships and just take the planet. I could bomb the planet to oblivion.
Battlecruiser, my shields are down.
We got a shield break.
Reporting in.
I like that audio cue. You know exactly what it's worried about.
Where
Yeah,
do
that's
need
you.
me?
Fall back.
A sound plan.
Fall back and
This should be
siege
a
the planet.
routine combat
How we doing?
mission.
Yeah, we're breaking it.
Underway.
Yeah, we're breaking it. And I keep seeing the carrier launch new fighters, because it slowly generates its fighters back. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all in the next one. If you want to check out the game, links in the description below. Thank you again, Stardock. Bye, everybody.